collecting some scraps, but Westminster end up with the clearance. Go driving forward onto that 50-metre arc, just on the boundary line. Keep it in well. It's going to go over now. Now, it's the last touch rule, isn't it, Charlie? So
It is, yes. Yeah.
that gives Westminster the footy. They go deep, driving kick over the back from the one-on-one. Over
The back.
Has that gone through? That's an exceptional goal. About 30 seconds into the game, he's basically kicked that right over the top of his head there. And that looked to me like number 38. We actually don't have his number here, which is a fantastic start. But that last touch rule plays a big role in moments like that.
Most definitely.
Normally you just handball it out or
Yeah, that's right.
kick it to grass and
easy
it
way out.
dribbles over and you get a ball up, or a throw in. But in that situation, it leads to the first goal of the game for Westminster. We're back in the ground again. Another even contest in the ruck. Whistle and blown, hanging on. That's Aiden Hockley that you were talking about with the footy there. Beautiful kick. Finds Main. Looks inside, but cut off well by Westminster. Looks for the short 45. And finds Jack Alva, who goes long down the line to a one-on-one contest. Punched well by Isaac Precious. Ball comes back inside though. McKenna on ground level again, does well. Wins it back for Trinity. Handball chain gets cut off by Westminster and they just slam it on the boot. Back down their way. Good hands there by Patrick Hutchins. Kicked 2 goals last week. Looking for someone to run past for a handball. Looks like he's going to end up going. Well, he just goes a little shorter than anticipated and finds a target, and Alex Zokas probably going to have to kick it from the 50 arc. Looks pretty confident in himself though, although that's gone well short. Finds a teammate, drops the chest mark. I'm not sure if he fully expected it to come to him. The ball's still at ground level there. Can they get their hands out? They can. Westminster looking dangerous here. It's Patrick Hutchins again, running away from goal, but hands off. They kick back inside, and another mark taken inside 50. That's Lewis Green. And he looks like he'll be lining up from a similar distance, probably about 40, 45 from goal. Just straight in front, the breeze has really died down as well. So big Lewis Green kicks a bit off the instep, doesn't make the distance, and eventually gets rushed over by Trinity. So Trinity with a chance now to rebound. Who's that taking the kick-outs, Charlie?
Matt Scully and my younger brother.
Oh, your younger brother.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a nice kick to start. Free kick. They're going to be advantaged. They pay the advantage. So there's 2 one-on-ones inside 50, flying in at the footy there. Trinity, and it's going to be a ball up on the 50-metre arc. So great rebound there, starting with your younger brother, wasn't it? And now you've got it on the 50-metre arc here. Gussie McKenna wins the hit out. Umpire couldn't see, but that was thrown out beautifully by Trinity. They've still got the footy here, under hot pressure by Westminster though. Plenty of green and white jumpers around the footy. They end up winning it out. Running away with it, Daniel Will. Kicks over the top of his teammate. Hutchings involved again. Strong over the ball. Gets spun a couple of times, but gives it back to his teammate and Will. They look for goal from long range. Just trickles across to the far side. So, another minor score. They're going to try and rebound again. They do. So, on the defensive 50 here, is it Don't?
Mason Don't.
Mason Don't.
Yeah.
Hooks it around onto the left foot. Gives McKenna a bit of work to do to get to the contest, and it falls short. Running away with it, Shadforth for Westminster. Good looking kick. Finds Hutchins, who's been involved in a lot of the contest early. in the attacking end for Westminster, and he's going to have a shot on goal from about 30 out, about a 45-degree angle. Make it 2-0 if he can put this one through. Good looking kick. He knew it straight away. So that's Hutchins first for the day, and that's the second for Westminster. So they go up by 2 goals, probably pushing 10 minutes into the quarter. What do you see from your boys so far, Charlie?
Bit of a slow start, but it's only early game. I think we just need to get in the contest a bit more, get hands on the ball, and we'll see what happens.
Westminster's pressure's been pretty good every time.
Really good, yeah.
Every time you guys get your hands on the footy. We'll see how we go this time in the middle of the ground. Right, contest's been pretty even so far, especially in the middle of the ground. Westminster win out in the clearances again though. On the outside here's Tim Alva. Ball comes back to Brad Jackson. Just bombs it inside 50. Now the ball's at ground level. Great pressure again from Westminster. Trinity just can't get a clean disposal at the moment. They're going to lock up here for a ball up though. Right on the 50-metre arc. Directly in front of goal for Westminster. Go up again. Good hit out from McKenna, but at ground level, it's all Westminster again. Will that one dribble through? It won't. But a free kick's been paid for hanging on right in the goal square. And they'll be lining up once again. And they make it 3. Westminster with 3 early goals in this game. So is this standard sort of amount of pressure you get from most teams you come up against, or is this a pretty high level of intensity?
Every game's tough. Westminster have always been very strong at the ball and very hard to play against, yeah.
So that's Mitch Dickinson. Sorry, we didn't have his name there for a while, but he's kicked 2 of the first 3 for Westminster. Ball comes out towards us now. It's going to dribble out right in the wing. Trinity winning that clearance. They're right in front of us now. McKenna does well to get the hit out, but once again at ground level, Westminster getting the job done. That was Jackson handing it out to Zokas there. They go forward. Free kick's been paid. It's going to go Trinity's way this time. So on the half-back flank here, can they get something moving? Look for the switch straight away. And it's a good hit. Coach is asking them to move quick, and they do. Mark couldn't be held there. But great pressure, great tackle. Westminster under lots of pressure here. Goes the fend off, does Shadforth and gets the hands away. That was to Foster, goes inside. And a great kick. That's Patrick Hutchins again. So he's had plenty of it and in dangerous spots as well. Pretty good target to have up there. He looks like a pretty big solid lad. And getting some good use when they're kicking it down there to him. His kick before was good. This is no different. Another great kick. Does it get the distance? It just gets over the line. So Westminster out of the blocks very quickly. They're 2 tall forwards kicking 2 apiece. Hutchins 2 and Dickinson 2. And Trinity, I'd love to know the clearance stats, but I reckon Gussie McKenna's getting first hands to it most times. And it's breaking down when it gets to ground level by the looks.
Yeah.
We'll see how we go this time though. Handball comes out from Trinity first, going the wrong way, but Hockley does well, goes after the footy, gets the hands out. Now it's a foot race between McKenna. McKenna doesn't get there first, but lays plenty of pressure, and he's still going after it. Good second effort. And ends up laying a big tackle for a ball up. No, it's holding the ball. So that big third effort there from the ruckman wins Trinity back the footy. Good kick as well on the 45. It's out to Howard Thorpe. A bit of a shallow entry there, gets cut off by Dickinson. Working back as well after kicking 2 early goals. Come out wide, they come straight back inside now though. Try to link up with a chain of handballs, and Tim Alva's been absolutely flying through there all game so far and laces out his teammate and Daniel Will. Looks inside 50, just over the head of his teammate there. They're still working away hard though, Westminster. Got to be holding the ball, and it is. So that down there, Charlie, who is that with the footy down there?
The footy now, Tate Wilcott. Young year 11 as well.
Goes to a one-on-one long down the line. Ball comes to ground level. Once again, it gets to ground level and Westminster win it. But well done, Aidan Hockley. Gets it over the top. Good hands at ground level and they're off. Not sure that was intended, but a great bounce over the top. It could work. It looks like it's right on the boundary line there. Trinity scrapping away, trying to kick there first. They're not going to get it that easy. It's going to be a ball up in the forward pocket. So their best chance here, Trinity, to trouble the scorers. But it's smashed out of there by Westminster. Gussie McKenna sitting a kick behind the ball, does well to bring it to ground level, and they go back inside. That's a great intercept mark there. Lewis Green, who's had a fair bit of the footy. Doesn't hit his target, but not too much damage done. Nick Foster looks inside and once again finds Lewis Green. A few of the same names being called a fair bit here for Westminster. As Max Robertson, a nice thumping kick, goes long. Another kick now for Westminster, hitting plenty of targets, piecing their way through. Inside 50 again, looking for Hutchins. Not going to get to him, but he hits the contest hard, and there's Westminster players lined up in front of the footy. Little kick to the hot spot there, but to no avail. Gussie McKenna can't take it clean, but he's got teammates there in support. It's in the middle of the ground now, dribbling around. Max Robertson pretty strong over the footy there. Gets it out to Nick Foster once again. They go inside 50, Westminster. Bit of fumbly footy, plenty of pressure around the ball. Ball spills out. Umpire's letting it go, which is good to see. They're still at ground level there. It's waiting for someone to break free from this contest, and the umpire says that's enough.
A bit scrappy down there, didn't it?
It did. Looked like it was just waiting for one play to just burst through there.
Right.
The umpires let it go, gave them a chance, but eventually they balled it up. And Trinity winning a clearance here. Kicks over the top here to Jermaine Miller. One bounce, two bounces. Great kick over the top.
To Jaden Passon.
Jaden Passon.
Should slot it from here.
Like his chances, do you, Charlie?
I do, yeah, very much.
Hard to see on the monitor here, but all your teammates are standing right in front of us on the boundary line, but we'll just judge by the sound that your boys make next to us, Charlie. Well, it doesn't look good from what I can see, and I think it's hit the point post on the far side. So still no score for Trinity. That was a good chance there, but I think you might have jinxed your teammate there, Charlie.
I think I may have.
Thought it was a good chance and he's kicked it down the full.
Might have to apologise to him after this one.
Some positive signs there, though, for Trinity. The lads in the red strip. Stabbing kick there on the far side. Westminster looking to slow the game down a bit, get it back on their terms. They look to switch it now. Daniel Will kicks inside to a short 45. Looks like Lewis Green, but there's a few Westminster lads out there that look identical from this distance away. Brad Jackson goes inside. He finds his teammate in Ethan Natali. Long to Dickinson. He goes inside. Who can he find? Good spoil, comes to ground level. But it's just a little bit too easy down there. Great dribble kick. And that'll make it 5 goals. Or is it more? That's the 5th, isn't it? I think that's 5.
Yeah, 5 goals. 2.
Yeah, so 5 goals, 2 to still no score for Trinity. Great goal, really. Went up for the mark in a one-on-one contest, kept his feet, got out the back, and a little dribbler to make it 5 goals. It looks like Clay Shadforth down there, but I can't be sure. We're a fair way away. We'll let you know as soon as we can find out that that's him. But the main thing is it's 5 goals to nothing for Westminster, and Dickinson moves into the ruck now, wins the hit out. And they go forward high. Free kick's going to be paid here. Not too sure what that got paid for in the end, but Trinity end up with the footy. Just a short one sideways. They play on straight away. Puts himself under a bit of pressure. But a bit of chaos ball could work here, and that was done beautifully there by Dang. They go down the line. Jermaine Miller does well to bring it to grass. They go inside 50, but it's been cut off again by Westminster. This time, Will Harvey. They look inside. They love finding that 45 kick, but that one's been shanked a little bit, to say the least. Tim Alva comes away with it once again. He's been... Oh, nice candy as well, but Tim Alva's had plenty of energy running across that half-back line for Westminster. Starting up their attack. And they're right in front of us here now. Kick misses the target, flying through. Was that Caelan Hewitt? Did that beautifully, found a target as well. Now Trinity with a chance to put something on the scoreboard. Jermaine Miller plays on, it looks good.
He's good.
There it is, first goal for Trinity. Jermaine looks like he's had a fair bit of X factor in this game. I'm sure he's a pretty good player to play with by the looks, because he looks like he's got a fair bit of talent.
Yeah, he's really good. Very small, very fast.
Yeah, he's had plenty of the footy for you lads as well today. Found a few targets as well. So hopefully we can get a bit of a game out here. It's only a 4-goal margin, and as you said before, it's still very early days. So just in front of us, see Gussie sprinting into the centre of the ground. Just say he's made it there in time. Does well to contest after about a 100-metre sprint to get there. Could have gone either way, that one, but it goes the way of Westminster. Nick Foster with the footy. Now it's Patrick Hutchins. Who can he find? Well, he finds a teammate. His teammate number 35 there, that's Joey. Joey crossing.
Be a fair leg from here.
It would be. Gonna have to use all the power he's got in those little legs of his there, Joey. Let's see what he's got. He's gonna kick it from about 48. He's got the journey, but he's just pulled it in the process. So another minor score for Westminster. They do now. Your brother's got plenty of touches with the kick out so far. He's probably up to about 7 or 8 touches. It comes undone though at the forward 50 arc, the defensive 50 arc, sorry, for Trinity. And it's Joey once again who's got a set shot from a bit closer in this time. It's Joey crossing again, so probably kicking it from about 35 this time instead of 45. Umpire's pulling him across a little bit further. Not sure that actually makes a huge difference having to move about 30 centimetres to your right, but make the umpires happy. This one looks better. Let's hit the post though. So 2 points for Joey Crossing and Westminster in the space of about 30 seconds. Bit of a reprieve for Trinity. Played some really good footy so far, but only one goal on the board. Hutchins just runs underneath that one. It's brought to ground level. Buckley, but a free kick's been paid. We go in the way of Alex Sokas for Westminster. He plays on straight away. Goes to the hot spot now. Who can he find? It looks like Hutchins once again. That's a great mark. There was no stopping him running and jumping at that footy. And it is Hutchins lining up for his third and Westminster's sixth. So this to bring it back to a 5-goal margin again. Tell you what, that some set shot he's got on him, Hutchins there. That's his third. One of the most free-flowing set shots I've seen from someone in, still at high school. That's a beautiful set shot. I'll have a look at it again on the Dartfish replay. But all three of his set shots never look like missing. So valuable asset for Westminster to have there down forward. He can take a mark as well. So keep it out of the Westminster's 50, Trinity, if you can. Otherwise, Hutchins and Dickinson, a couple of tall lads there that know how to take a mark and kick a goal. Let's see if Trinity can get another one or two late ones, bring themselves back into the contest. Just a bit of momentum would be nice. So they kicked one and then Westminster had another 3 shots on goal afterwards, but it's back in Trinity's forward line now. Great mark though. Looks like Cam Quellman. Great kick as well. I'll tell you what, their ball skills have been pretty exceptional today. Tim Alva finds the footy again. Finds his teammate but can't hold on to it. Goes with the one-hander, but he gets it out to Shadforth. That's come out the back and they're going to get a cheeky little out the back goal there. I think it's Hutchins again for his 4th in a quarter, if you don't mind. That one was a bit unlucky on Trinity there. It's just, we'll have a look on the replay. The Dartfish replay here. Ball just dribbles past everyone and just sitting out the back. Patrick Hutchins couldn't believe his luck. He's kicked 4 now for the game. So it's 4 goals for him. We're not even at quarter time yet. 6 goals for Westminster. It might actually be 7 now. Not sure if that's been updated, but the scoreboard that's not in the most convenient position for us does say a minute to go. So can Trinity maybe sneak a late one? Well, here's their chance. The umpire says that's holding the ball. And who's that with the footy there? Tom Lewis. Only a minute left. Kick just falls short. And we're going to have Bantry throw in here right in front of us. Mr. Jaden Passon just didn't make the distance to him. So the 2 big lads go at it again. Trinity starting to do better at ground level here. Good linking handball. What can they do with it? Can't be much time left. Great pressure by Westminster, but one last handball gets him out. Mason Doan finds Deng there. He goes inside. Can he find a target? Just falls short. Quellman there cleans up and the siren goes to end the first quarter. So, at quarter time, it's been all Westminster so far. At least on the scoreboard, it's 6 goals, 440 Westminster to 1 straight Trinity. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back for second quarter action. So we're back for second quarter action. Westminster firmly in control of this one. 6 goals, 440. Plays Trinity 1 goal straight. So we've got Charlie back in the hot seat for us for the second quarter. You went out to the Trinity huddle. It'll be very interesting to see what you found out there.
It's just a very clear point. We've got to be man on. We've got to pick up our game, start running more. It's not rocket science, as we said. It's pretty simple. We just need to play man on, be quicker to the ball, and we're going to start more defensive this quarter and see what happens. Hopefully we can get a bit more of it, get some score on the board, and keep rolling.
Yeah, beautiful. It is always normally the simple things when it's a margin like that.
Yeah.
And starts in the middle of the ground here. Gussie McKenna's given you every chance. I'm sure he'll keep going from what you told us earlier before the first bounce. Let's see if a few of his mates can step up around the ground. I thought Jermaine Miller was very impactful, and
really good that quarter.
Aiden Hockley as well, like you mentioned before the game. So hit out goes to Elliot Sandercock there for Westminster. Whistle's been blown, and it's going to be Brad Jackson with the footy again. Comes away, runs onto the left. Fell over the back. And whose footy is this going to? Westminster.
I don't mind that. A bit more pressure around a defensive half, which is always good to see. Obviously, it can pay off, but
nearly had the intercept mark there as well.
Right.
It looks like
play it down.
Could be Hutchins there. Hope not for Westminster's sake. But he looks to be in a fair bit of discomfort. Didn't actually see what happened there, but looks like they're testing out his knee, so not a good sign. It is Hutchins. He can get up now. I'm sure he'll be coming off to the bench, but he looks like he might be okay. We'll see. It's going to take a while for him to get off the ground, but during that time, Daniel will be lining up for a shot on goal. We can see just in front of us now, Hutchins running off. He doesn't look in too much distress. He looks a bit sore, but able to talk to his runner there without too much discomfort.
Hit the post.
And meanwhile, Will's hit the post. So out Trinity come. Looking for an overlap handball, but just not timed perfectly. But that works still. They go for the switch. They get a couple of targets. Just spoiled there, and spoiled well by Dickinson. But Trinity still with the footy. Here's the overlap handball. Takes a bounce, just breaks free, and pumps it inside 50. He's hurt himself there. Maybe cop one to the face. Trinity with some of their best passage of play there, but just couldn't find that last target. And now Westminster coming away with it once again. They roll onto their half-forward flank. On the other side of the ground to us. Kick doesn't carry. But they've still got the footy here. They go inside. First to it was Nick Foster. Overrun it a little bit. Some great tackling pressure by Trinity. And number 24 there, Max Scollier. So Westminster with it in their forward 50 again. Where a fair portion of this game has been played, it's fair to say. Trying to lock it down now, Trinity. The one sitting behind the footy, though, for Westminster and Elliot Sandercock, and it's coming his way now. They've made me look good there as a commentator. I talked about it 5 seconds before, and he guessed the footy. They go back inside again now. Handball just can't get to Alva there. He ends up with it at ground level. Tackled immediately, and he was laying on it. No genuine attempt, says the umpire. He can't believe it himself, but I don't think that's going to change the decision. So Trinity with the footy. Not sure that was the intended target, but there are a couple there. So So Trinity still with the footy now, right on the far side now. Long down the line. Ball comes to ground again. Who's going to win it this time at ground level? Looks like Westminster again. Kick inside. First to the footy. Showed forth. And he turned it over. Tried to make up for it straight away and tackled straight around the neck there was number 24, Max Scollier. Starting to impact himself on this game. Risky kick inside to Ryan Vandermeer. Works. They go to Miller now. One more kick to find a target and a shot on goal, and they've got it. Got Justin Miller there. So it's Justin Miller over there, isn't it? Yeah, so he's got a shot from about 40. What do you reckon?
Good chance.
Good chance.
I don't want to jinx.
Don't jinx him again. We'll see how we go. On the left, looks pretty good. Is that the post again? Either that or it was the post behind. Holding up that fencing there. But either way, it's a minor score. But a couple of really nice packages of play from Trinity. And that one, that kick there from Jackson, just an absolute scrubber and over it. Great tackle. Wow. Umpire's letting it go. And that one adjudicated by a different umpire isn't let go.
Much better pressure to start off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bring the heat to this second quarter. To the hot spot now. Can they bring it to ground level? They can't. That's frustrating for Trinity. A couple of minutes of real intensity and some good footy, and Westminster come away with it. Can they lock it in though? Just read better than anyone by Alex Zokas there. He's starting to get a fair bit of the footy. Looks for the short 45 and hits his teammate there. That was Nick Foster. Those halfback flankers for Westminster really influencing this game. They go wider now, out in the wing. Handball over to Sandercock. Big ruckman, and all by himself, Clay Shadforth just finds himself in an absolute paddock about 30 out straight in front. And after his little dribbler that went through for his first goal, he'll be lining up for his second now. He's not mucking around either. Took about 10 steps back, and he's running straight back in for it. So, nice looking kick. He likes it. And it's another goal for Westminster, and it's Shadforth's second. So really frustrating there for Trinity. You mentioned it just before, Charlie. Really good intensity.
Yeah.
And got rewarded with a couple of tackles and a holding the ball decision. And just can't find a mark, or at least bring it to ground level. Yeah, at the top of the square really hurts, and Westminster managed to rebound and kick the goal there. So now the score still hasn't been updated on the scoreboard, but it will be 7 goals for, I believe, 7 goals for 46 to 1 goal 1-7. It's on the Sportal scoreboard. Great tackle there. Umpire says there was no prior. Aiden Hockley with the footy. In an under like you mentioned earlier, Charlie. And here he is again. 2 efforts in a row, 2 ball ups. Let's see if third time's a charm and they can win the clearance here. McKenna decides to just fist it forward as far as he can. Ends up in a teammate's hands there, Caelan Buckley. Goes back for it again. Westminster just barrel it forward. Only as far as Caelan Hewitt. But he can't find a target either. Ball just bobbling around there, ends up in Trinity's hands. Here's Hockley, he looks inside. And a great kick as well, running back there. Tom Lewis?
Yeah.
So Tom Lewis kicking from about 40, 45. They take a pretty good effort from here, but they need it. Looks good. It's just faded, I reckon. It has just faded. So, real shame there. Let's see if they can lock it in, but I tell you what, that's some kick out. And he finds Will Thomas. Another nice kick to Alva. The usual suspects lining up for Westminster now. But Alva turns it over. Out of character for him. Was he pushed in the back there? Umpire says no. They're letting it go. Once again, Brad Jackson with the footy. Just goes long to grass. One-on-one contest. Doing well over there. Max Scolio is having a really good quarter. He gets the footy back once again and finds his teammate. A long way away, but it looks like Hockley. It goes back to Scolio once again. Good movement now. Kalen Hewitt. One more over number 36 there, Ben Murner. Lewis leading up in front of us. Will's back around. Miller with the footy. No, that's not Miller. That's that is Justin Miller. My mistake. But it's Westminster with it now. Big fend off. Not sure if he got rid of that cleanly. Umpire was blindsided though. Hitting that footy hard and giving out a handball. Very well there. Trinity get it inside 50. Great tackle to ball it up. But who was that ran at the footy there and gave off that handball? Number 30.
I believe that was
Kalen Fowler.
Yeah.
Did that beautifully well. Try and get him involved in the game a bit more for Trinity College. Westminster trying to run it out again, and they do. That's Alva over to Jackson. But once again, Trinity doing pretty well to clean up. Maxi Scolio having a great quarter so far. I think that's Kalen Buckley with the footy now. Just goes as far as he can. Wants to get it to the hot spot. Mark can't be held. Comes to ground level and Westminster come away with it. Just a kick to a one-on-one. Shadforth just absolutely so clean running at that. Knew what he was doing. Gets the handball away and starts the handball chain. Now they're off Westminster. They're off through Will Thomas. Great kick to Jackson. Mark couldn't be held, but exceptional kick. Bit of a scrap going on over there. Great pressure. Ball up. So it looks like you guys are really lifted without any real impact on the scoreboard, but I'm sure your coaches will be happy with the effort you guys are bringing this quarter.
Yeah, most definitely.
The ball comes to ground level. Stang there, just overruns it a little bit. Westminster with the footy in their forward 50. Shadforth at the footy again. Breaks free so comfortably. Surely not. That would have been some kick. Running away from it from about 50 out, but Westminster still with every chance to kick a goal. Sock it off the deck and just can't sneak it through. So a bit of a lucky escape there, but fighting well on the last line of defence, Trinity. They're going to bring it out towards us by the looks. It's a short one to the pocket to start with. Take Wilcox maybe in the back pocket there. Finding Ryan Vandermeil. Gets told to play on. Risky one into the middle of the ground, but that sunk kick to Deng. Had a player running past. Still hasn't used him. Comes across this side, just overcooks the kick a little bit. Max Robertson trying to bite off a bit more than he can chew, but he's got teammates in support. That was Alex Sokas banging it forward. An intercept mark there, number 14. Kalen Hewitt once again. Kick-starting Trinity's footy. Ryan Vandermeil with the footy. Dead centre of the ground, just a stabbing kick. Chopping that one off, Jack Alva. Brother of Tim Alva, you'd suspect he's having some game. Justin Miller crunched in a tackle. No prior though. So intensity really starting to lift here. I reckon Number 10 there, Will Harvey's hurt himself more than
Unreal,
anything.
I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon he might have caught one on the lip or something like that. He's right in front of us. We'll follow that. Tim Alva with the footy again. Right on the boundary line there. It's going to be Westminster's footy. Brad Jackson plays on once again. Cleaned up once again well by Trinity here. They're defending a lot better this quarter. Just not as easy. But in saying that, it is still a boundary throw in right in Westminster's forward pocket. Dickinson and Alva lined up on this side of the ground for Westminster if the ball comes out from Trinity. We've got a ball up once again in essentially the exact same spot. The ball goes up there. Tackled without it, umpire lets it go. Trinity may be a little bit unlucky there. But we get another ball up. So locking in well, Westminster. Can they get another goal out of it? Trinity do well to get it out of there. But it could be coming straight back in. Westminster once again winning the footy at ground level. Ball still bubbling around down there until the umpire asks for another ball up. So Trinity just trying to force their way out of their defensive 50, but still to no avail at the moment, but they are defending well. No goals for quite a while now for Westminster, probably the longest break in between goals so far in the game. I could have just about jinxed it though, they get a minor score. Just faded away. Looked good off the boot and then just faded away for a minor score for Westminster. So that'll be 7-7-49 to Trinity's one goal. Coming out this way again. Comes a little bit longer. Mark just couldn't be held there by Isaac. Precious or Pretius?
Yeah.
He ends up with the footy, just about gets dropped into his lap there by Justin Miller. And now it's Westminster trying to load up again. Through Will Thomas, just kicks to grass. They've got some good runners in this team, Westminster, trying to use them, but tackled well there. Is that Enrique? Trinity just bang it out of there. Dickinson running at it. Likewise, that was Jaden Passon. So he's done that a few times today. That's a nice kick as well. Just can't hold the mark. Probably should have been taken. Brad Jackson just wins that footy once again. How many times have we seen that today? But that kick off the side of the boot has worked well. It's worked very well. Justin Miller, plenty of the footy this quarter. Comes out to his brother there, goes inside. Deng first to the footy, keeps his head over it, gets pushed in the back, but the umpire saw it differently. Had a good view of it and didn't think so. Shadforth just comes off the bench and just floats into the contest here. Trying to go unrecognised, but it comes out the other side of that contest there. So we're right in the middle of the ground now. Strong tackle. That was Daniel Will laying that one. Might have been Will Thomas. Haven't seen Hutchings return to the field of play yet, but actually, as I say that, I think he's sitting down at full forward. So he's back out there, which is good to see for Westminster, but that handful of goals he kicked in the first quarter, probably not your fullback's favourite sight, seeing him come back onto the ground. The ball's right in front of us here. Doing well was Maxi Scollier once again. Just taking the ball out and it's a throw in right in front of us. Perfect view here. Hit out one by Dickinson. Clay Shaford lays a pretty good tackle. That was Jaden Passon, like he was trying to almost draw a little high free kick there, but Shadeforth didn't fall for it. Gus McKenna hit out, down at ground level, clearance, great work from him there. First of the footy, once again Westminster, and that's Will Thomas once again. Just keep taking it on at all costs, Westminster, and it's working well for him. That target just couldn't be hit though, it goes out of bounds, so we'll have a last touch right in Trinity's back pocket. And they load up now. Just putting his teammate under pressure, missing the target. But they're doing well, Trinity. They've got it out of there now. That was Tate Wilcox. Kick across now to Aiden Hockley. One more, even wider, and they could be out here, Trinity. Great passage of play here. One more kick, and they're on. Just couldn't be held by Jermaine Miller, but he wins it at ground level. Handball across, and once again, just an intercept mark on the last line of defence for Westminster. But they take it on straight away, comes to ground. Westminster once again first to the footy. And they just seem to find a way to hit targets and link up time after time after time. Maxi Scollier does well in an outnumber, brings it to ground level, but now there's even more Westminster boys lined up. There's green and white absolutely everywhere here. Shadeforth ending up with it. The old accidental inside-out spiral comes to ground. Hutchins kicks another one.
Back in the game.
First involvement since he's come back onto the ground. It's another goal. Who would have thought? So Westminster, after having a few quiet moments there in Trinity, starting to maybe get on top, albeit not on the scoreboard. Looked like Trinity were really starting to push forward, had their closest entry to goal there about 30 seconds prior, and then Westminster just flung it straight back down the other end, and another goal to Hutchins. It's like we've seen that about a handful of times already today, but we're back in the middle again. Got to be approaching half time now, you'd have to think. Well done there by Ryan Vandermeil. Over to Hockley, inside 50, great kick. Mark held as well. Jesse Paul. So that's what we're looking for there. That's the core of your midfield there. You got McKenna, Vandermeil, Hockley, all linking up, getting it down forward. Must kick this one. That looks pretty good, or is that faded as well? That's faded as well. So another minor score for Trinity. That'll make it 1-3 for them. Trailing Westminster 9-7-61. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. My only indicator is just my papers in front of me just flying around everywhere, but I don't think it's making too much of a difference out there. Westminster still powering forward. Hutchins did everything right. Couldn't take the mark. Kicks another one. He's kicked another one. I don't know whether that's 5 or 6 for him before half time. And probably had about 10 minutes on the pine in this second quarter as well, after getting walked off the ground. But have a look on this replay. He did his body work at the start was great. Just couldn't hold on to the mark. A lot of key forwards, they're just out of the contest at that point, and he just gets to ground level and just makes it look. He turns from a key forward into a small forward when it gets to ground level. He's got some pretty good skills down there, does Hutchins. Finally starting to run the footy back into the middle of the ground, but not sure. They look pretty hard to stop Westminster when they rebound the way they have today. Be interesting to see how your lads can come out after half-time, Charlie. And hopefully that siren comes sooner rather than later, but
hopefully pick up that pressure once again.
Absolutely. It has maybe just faded after those last couple of goals. Obviously deflating, working real hard for 10 or 15 minutes, and then down the other end, Westminster kicked 2 quick ones. That had to be around the neck, you'd think. And the other umpire a bit further away, was in a better position, sees that one. Hockley might have come off his line, but the umpire didn't say anything, and Alva ran off the mark, but just let it go completely. Trinity players up in the air there, but neither could mark it. We're doing well down there. That looks like Lewis. Tom Lewis lays a tackle, and we've got a ball up right in front of us. Malik throws the ball up there. McKenna, great hit out. Straight down to the advantage of Lewis, but tackled immediately, and that'll do us for the first half. So it's been all green and white in Westminster up at Trinity College here for the first half. 10-7-67, led by Daniel Hutchins. They're leading Trinity 1-2-8 at half-time. We're going to go to a break soon. Thank you, Charlie, for helping me out with some names and a bit of inside info.
Too easy.
Hopefully that quad recovers up soon enough and you're back out there helping your lads.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. We're going to go to a break now and we'll be back soon with the second half coverage.
throwing commercials?
Back in a couple of minutes.
Sorry. You're throwing commercials?
Yeah. A little bit of ads and just scoreboard and
Yeah.
sponsor.
Oh, right, so you don't have to take the scoreboard.
Hills League. Oh yeah, Nan.
Man.
Nan, yeah, they're the Rams. Yeah, they won it last year. The first time they ever won. It was nice them beating Marvel.
Who's on the top two?
Marvel for top.
Here's Jenny. You take Colton through and you take Colton through.
We got a buy this week.
No, I just live in Mary.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I live down the Henry, so I don't know that. But it is good fun. I like the culture up there, and the hill is more down that way. It's pretty. You got the cars all around the ground. Real fun around there. At least the boys, more makes it easier, more enjoyable to play as well. It's got a big crowd. Like no one sits here.
Yeah,
And it's not a close game, so it's hard to match.
yeah, like we had physically three games in between the gap.
Yeah.
So like everyone wanted to like say something and want to say what.
Yeah.
Westminster Punishment.
I used to drive around the PCC and
Really?
yeah, it was so fun there. So we could do all the same thing.
Yeah, it's a good setup. I mean, I played in a semi-final last year. Kick the goal and all the boys. Not just the people who kick the goal, the commentators just like taking it. It's cool that like you're not playing like professionally, you can still get that sort of open from the
That time coming apart now.
Apparently, they thought they were open home.
Who's Marion?
I live in New
On the other side of the
So
river.
I live back in Florida.
It might be Boogie as well, on the shopping centre.
Bear Hills.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was like it was every time then after that.
Yeah, there you go.
And I just like to come like every month.
Who are your fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff still out there. Yeah. Thank you.
At last when the game is finished, we're gonna go in the field to give man of the match the slip. So maybe film that after the game. So after the game there will be the man of the match. So and then we're gonna go on the field and talk to the man of the match.
Oh, I just filmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're back for the second half of this first 18 college footy contest between Trinity and Westminster. At the moment, unfortunately, it's not much of a contest. It's Westminster leading 10 goals 7-67 to Trinity's 1 goal 3-9. I've got a new special guest next to me at the moment. It's Cameron from Trinity College. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. The score's a bit iffy, but hopefully the second half is a bit better than it was. First half, I mean, it's a bit disappointing watching that. Our defence were a bit loose. I think our ball use could be a bit better, but let's just see how we go in the second half. Really.
Yeah. Were you in there for the half time?
I think it's uncontested game. I mean, in the first quarter, we saw them just spread out of the contest, and I think in the second quarter we were better at that. I think we evened them with uncontested marks, so I think that's going to help us if we keep spreading the game, using all the ground. I feel like we get congested too much. Also helps if they have they don't have as much youth as they have older players.
Yep.
Older players in their team. We have 4 year 12s playing today. So
Is that it? Wow.
4 year 12s and the rest year 11s, and a lot of outs. So
Yeah, that makes a huge difference, doesn't it? I mean,
100%.
I played 4 years ago down at St. Mick's, and I was just saying to Charlie before, who was on in the first half, that that's our intercol game. I'm pretty sure it still is.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you've got a big group of Year 12s
Were you playing against like Jackson Haight and those boys?
I was, yeah.
That was a good group. My
Yeah.
boss played in that group. So.
Yeah, so it helps when you got a big group of Year 12s there. But then the next year you lose all of those guys, and it can be a big drop off. But that's the sort of thing with college footy. It's every year it's a completely different story.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for schools like Trinity and St. Michael's, where you haven't got scholarships, you haven't got borders or anything like that. So you're completely reliant on who you get, whereas you can't just top up if you have a small amount of Year 12s. Like you can't just top up. So what do you expect coming into this second half? Obviously, you'd expect a few more goals on the scoreboard. Would be nice.
Yeah, it's not even that. I think it's more discipline for our defenders. I mean, in that first quarter, we saw it mostly. They were giving them half an inch or like half a metre, and that's all they need. They're bigger and stronger boys than we are, and I think we just need to get on that front shoulder, sit in front, and really try and just block out that run. Midfielders, I mean, we're running skinny in the midfield, but I think our pace can really pick up, and our ball use is excellent when it works out. And I think if we can get it forward, get it deep to the likes of Jesse Paul and Passon, I think we can have some really good big scoring goal opportunities there. I think it's a chance for us to, I mean, Jermaine Miller on debut's been really good.
This is his first game, is
yes,
it? He's been fantastic.
He kicked a very good goal in the first quarter, and hopefully he can go further, but here comes the bounce.
So we're getting ready. The ball's up in the air for the second half to get underway. Sun starting to go down behind us, which is actually nice for us because we're getting a bit of sun on our backs. It's pretty cold in the shade, but they go up again.
Good tackle, Vanders.
Elliot Sandercock winning the hit out. We're going to get another ball up right in the middle of the ground once again. So they go up again. First of the footy.
Aidan Hockley.
Hockley's been pretty good today as well.
He's year 11. Very good.
Playing very well for year 11. The ball's going to be balled up once again. Just pushing the footy forward. Westminster. Sandercock with another hit out. Down to Jackson,
Great
who's
tackle by Colburn.
had plenty of the footy. Coming out with it now, that's Qualman. Great pressure though by Trinity, and they force it over the line. You can hear the Trinity coaches next to us. Nice and vocal to start off the second half.
That's what we want. We want pressure on the ball. Don't let them run freely out of the contest.
Absolutely. So, nice tap out. Opening up the ground there is Sandercock, but we'll have another ball up here. So, good pressure to start by Trinity. Let's see if they can convert it into some scores when they get the chance. Free kick against McKenna going Sandercock's way.
Bit iffy.
Probably. It's one of those ones in the ruck where they're both doing the same thing, and once a game it goes
Vanders.
against you. But doing well, Trinity, to try and rebound, but then the ball ends up in Westminster's hands. There's a few loopy handballs over the top here.
Tate Wilcox with a run out of the back line. Great
Does
kick.
it well.
Play on.
Umpire says play on. I'm pretty sure that was a clean mark.
Oh, he's
and
called
now
a
he's called a
sling.
dangerous
Oh.
tackle. And 25.
Oh, wow. I think he was trying to cover up for his
I
mistake there.
think might have been the case. But at the end of the day, it's Will Thomas with the footy here. Played pretty well today. Kicked one last week, but I think he might be a little too far out now, and he knows it.
Mason.
Goes to the hot spot, just over the back.
Big
Hutchins again. Just gets it on the boot.
Forcing it out, Westminster.
Hutchins again.
Great tackle. Ryan Vandermeer with that tackle was excellent.
He started to build into that game in the second quarter. It looks like the wind's picked up a little bit as well. Going
Going
to
to be
the
called
right
over the
straight.
shoulder on Jermaine Miller.
Been a bit unlucky the last minute or so, Jermaine, but
Good start, but taking it slowly here. They're going to find one in the middle. Gus McKenna, big spoil. Vanders again, run.
just couldn't find the target. It's going to hurt them a bit now. Jackson comes away with it. Fends off a couple. Breaks the tackle.
Max Scully just watching the ball there. Oh my god.
So Lewis Green takes the mark. They go back inside 50 now, Westminster. And that's what you were talking about. There's just that half a metre of distance. Too easy taking marks inside 50 for Westminster. You just see two there in the space of 5 seconds.
Yeah. And it's going to end up in a goal here. Well, maybe not, but
It'll take a fair kick from there, but
seen it before.
there's another one leading up now. It's just been left to run straight at the footy, but he's elected to go for goal. It looks pretty good.
He's gone
I reckon just
short. I reckon.
just too shallow. Yeah, so
shallow.
minor score.
See how Trinity can spread out of this.
It's been
Create some open options here.
Maxi Scully has been taking the kick-outs all day.
Hockley running into the middle of the ground. Is he going to hit it? Is he going to use it? He is. It's going to be intercepted.
So that hurts there. You could see that
Yeah. Scully
coming from a
disappointed with
long way
himself.
away. But number 22 there, Nick Foster, lining up for a goal here now for Westminster.
Prime position, actually, to see this.
Yeah, we've got the perfect angle. Right behind him. and
off the outside of the boot. Is it coming
it's not.
back?
It
No.
looked like it might start coming back. Never did though. Fortunately for Trinity. And let's see what Scully can do this time.
Going to come long. Callum Buckley, the target, I think.
You've got numbers there,
No contest.
and a few boys just watching it fall into the lap of Will Thomas.
Is that a fair bit of the ball in the last 5 minutes?
He has, absolutely. He goes short. Juggling that one was Nick Foster. They're sharing the footy around nicely, those two.
Number 4's had a fair bit
Yeah,
of the ball.
Tim Alver as well has had
Lot of
absolute leather poisoning. And using the ball well
Yeah, he's
this
gonna get
time,
it
a
back
bit of
or
a
no?
nothing handball, but
Oh,
once again finds Will Thomas was looking good, didn't make the distance, but it
Yeah,
comes
he-
to ground level, on the boot,
and
and another goal. Another goal for Westminster.
The onslaught is back on.
Might need to have a look at the replay. Sun's glaring right into it, so we'll have a look here on the Dartfish replay.
Mason Don't not being able to punch that over the line there. And
That's Hutchins again. I think that's his 6th.
wow, Hutchins has been very good today.
He's been unbelievable. Every
Is that
time
number
it's
5,
in there.
yes, he's
Yeah.
big boy. I thought he
He's
was
a big
out when he
solid
hurt
lad.
his knee.
Yeah, I know. And then he came straight back on. I think his first impact into the game again once he came back on was 2 goals in
Yeah,
about
far
2
out.
minutes. So,
Don't want to get him angry.
no, pretty unstoppable. The ball comes back into the middle. Trinity got a lift here.
Oh,
Hockley
number 4 again.
tackled him without the footy, but a nice intercept mark there. Who's that?
Ben Murner
Yeah,
on
Ben
debut
Murner.
today.
Well done.
Oh,
But
and
the
he's-
kick,
he's
not
gone.
so
Oh,
good.
He's juggled it, but it's another uncontested mark. And
At 4th, hands over to Jackson, who's had plenty of the footy. There's Hutchins again. And just looked like he wasn't even in the best position there, and still just ends up with the footy. And I think this is his 7th coming up.
he's been dangerous. He's a dangerous player.
Still haven't picked out a goal or mark of the day yet, but
There
imagine
hasn't
the
really
way.
been any big marks, has there?
No, you'd imagine the way it's going, he'd be on track to get one of those 2.
At least.
He's got a great leg on him as well. He
It's-
just doesn't look
it's
like
free
missing,
flowing.
does he?
It's beautiful.
So that's another one. I could have just penciled that into my my record before he even kicked it, but I've got that down as 7 for him.
7.
If that's right, it's either 6 or 7. If it's 7, that's phenomenal. We're not even halfway through the 3rd quarter. He could end up with double digits.
Best on ground.
Yeah,
Top candidate, you'd think
say
so at the moment.
he'd be in the conversation at least, wouldn't he?
Very much so.
So it's 12 goals, 880 now for Westminster to 1 goal, 3-9. Really starting to look a little bit ugly on the scoreboard.
Very ugly.
And it's going to be another clearance now for Westminster. Jackson
Number
once again
4
to
is gonna-
Alva.
Jeez, his boots are going to be red by the end of the
He
day.
sure is. He goes out wide now.
That's the spread of the contest I was talking about. They spread
Yeah.
very well.
They absolutely do, especially off that half back line,
Yeah.
that 2nd quarter in particular.
Yeah.
There's 45 kicks inside
Vandermeer.
into the ground. Vandermeer gets the footy. Great handball.
Howard Thorpe.
Thorpe.
Very good leg to Justin Miller.
Here we go. In the middle of the ground. What can they do with it now? Got to go quickly, you'd think.
It's going to be Callan Fowler to drop the mark.
Drops one he should have taken there. A bit of perceived pressure as well from Westminster, I
And they're just
reckon.
going to watch it fall into his hands.
That's Dickerson there.
Handball to Numble.
Yeah, that's Shad Forth. Goes
He's-
inside 50. Hutch,
He's a very good footballer, number 1.
he sure is. Hutchins in a one-on-one. You would
Mason.
have liked his chances, but just wasn't to his advantage.
Mason Don't puts his arms up and gives it to Enrico, who clears it out.
Beautiful. There's Maxi Sully again. Now
Younger
on the
brother,
wing. Got to go.
younger brother of Charlie.
Yep. It was the special guest at the start of the game, but he's not happy as he comes past us either.
I don't think anyone on that bench is, to be honest. And look, the spread, they have numbers everywhere out here, Westminster.
They do. That's Foster again.
It's going to be
Going
Lucas Laurie sit under that, can't take the mark.
They go inside 50. Who's there?
Oh.
Hutchins can't take the mark.
Big
But
fend off,
fend off and just
just dances around.
no.
Mason Don't be tackled.
Hutchins just has no interest of getting
No.
tackled by anyone
Number
whatsoever.
4.
And Alva as
Alba,
well.
wow. He's been
Hands it
exceptional.
off to 18, which is Will Thomas. I tell you what, I reckon it's been 4 blokes that have had all of the
Yeah,
footy this quarter for
100%.
Westminster. Alva, Foster.
See Biardane going hard into the pocket. He's going to get used. I think it's going to go to Kalen Hewlett here. AJ Visnajay on his own, but daydreaming.
Good insight here from Cameron on the commentary. You've seen that one before, have you?
Oh,
He's just
yeah.
a bit of a daydreamer, is he?
A little bit. Good footballer,
So we've got a boundary throw in here. Just in front of Westminster's coaching box.
though. 35 runs through the contest.
Good hit out again from Sandercock. Down at
Good
ground
tackle
level.
from Howard Thorpe. I thought he dropped that then.
He probably did. Umpires have been letting it go a fair bit today, though.
Spill out.
And
It's
as
high
I say it,
tackle.
they pay one for Westminster. So,
Aidan Colburn with the high tackle there.
yeah, this looks like Robertson in front of us here with the footy. Big, solid lad, isn't he?
Yeah, very. A couple of these college boys are. It's
Yeah,
going to be
that's
a
a
lovely
great
kick.
Absolute sizzler. Straight to Natali there.
Good,
Goes inside. but
lovely mark from Mason Dunley.
Absolutely. Nice to see you take a few intercepts here.
Hopefully our rebound can get firing. Ben Murner.
Problem with that kick, you just get yourself stuck there. Like They've got to come back inside now, and they do well.
Ryan Vandermeer is going to create run as he does always. It's going to be a lovely kick to Hockley.
Those two have linked up really well today. There's been 3 or 4 times. All the
Jesse
best
Paul.
passages been with those two. Now Paul's taken 1 bounce. 3 bounces now. Looks inside,
It's gonna
just
spill
over
over
the
that.
top. There's plenty of times
It's gonna be
today.
Howard Thorpe needs to crash that pack, but he's not going to.
You've been 1 kick away from
Yes.
making a really good passage of play end up in 6 points, and it just hasn't happened for you. And now Westminster going forward again. Nice gather there
Great
from
tackle from
SAAS.
Tate Wilcox, but can't hold on to it. Probably wasn't a great tackle.
Broke out of his SAAS, and he's going to get the footy back here again. Takes a
Proper
bounce
bounce.
now. Looks inside.
Oh, it's just going to go
Just a point, I reckon.
point.
Just didn't want to give me a nice easy one for goal of the day, but
I think
Coming out,
that's
yeah.
going to go number 13. Gee, that's a very good mark.
that's Lewis
Green.
Green. He had an unbelievable first 5 minutes in the game. That's Will Thomas once again. He's found a teammate there, number 2, Max Robertson. And he finds a teammate there. Number 14, Zach Zima, who we haven't called a huge deal today, but he's got a chance to get up on the scoreboard here as McKenna runs off in front of us.
For the rig.
And he puts it through. So that's one for Zach Zima, and that's another one for Westminster.
It's just an onslaught.
It really is, and it's got to be frustrating. Another good passage of play from you guys. Intercepted in your forward 50 and then just run down the other end and a goal kicked.
It's been the story all day, though, hasn't it? Their
It
rebound
has.
footy off halfback has been exceptional, and their run and carry is just unbelievable with their midfielders.
So 139 Trinity trailing Westminster 13, 1088. It's a 79-point margin now. It's safe to say that the 4 points probably aren't going to be going Trinity's way, so we'll have to try and find other ways to make this cool.
It's going to be another clearance
Interesting.
here for Westminster.
Yeah, so that's Nick Foster once again out the middle of the ground, and Will Thomas with the footy once again.
He's
on
been
the half forward
exceptional
line.
in this third quarter. He would have had 6-7 touches already.
At least, I reckon.
Lucas Laurie trying to work his way through the crowd. Rico gives a handball off, and there goes Hockley.
Doing that really well.
Callan Buckley to Passon. To
Hockley
Hockley.
again
Gonna
takes
have
a
a
bounce. Takes 2.
It's going to be a kick to the opposition.
Oh, once again, it's just like,
Yeah,
I sound like a broken record,
Yeah.
but a great passage of play for Trinity, and just the last kick just can't find a red shirt.
I'd love to see the intercept possession count.
Yeah, me too. It'd be nice if we had like Triple M's tune man in front of us doing the stats for us, but unfortunately, it's
They're
just
just
the 2 of
running
us.
over the back. Real front runners here, Westminster are. As you can see, they're spreading back.
Tim Alva with the footy once again.
Jesus, heaps of it. Mason Dont's going to be in a good position, but can't take the mark.
I reckon that was Will Thomas who nearly took that one. That
Yeah,
would have been.
just
Oh,
wanna
it's
give us
come
some
out the
hope.
back and they've kicked another one. You turn around for a split second and they kick a goal. I'm not sure how that even got out the back and how it got to ground, but we'll see if we can have a look at the. We won't be able to have a look at a replay for that one. I mean, it was just a goal out the back,
Out the
but
back. That's disappointing for a coaching point of view. I think that's coach pet peeve when it spills out the back and you don't have your back pockets rolling around the back to clean that stuff up.
just a bit of a lack of discipline, maybe. But it gets to this point with a margin like this, and players start to switch off a little bit. But
Switch off. Definitely.
there's a long way to go before it's game over, so they can't switch off too much yet.
Got to put some fight in. Try and not draw the lead back, but at least put some pressure back on Westminster. Make it a bit of a dogfight, I reckon.
Absolutely.
Make it interesting.
So they've thrown Kalen Buckley into the ruck here, Trinity have, by the looks, and he does well. Gets the hit out and gets the clearance.
A year 10, Callum Buckley.
There you go. Looks like he's got a bit of a future ahead of him.
Oh yeah, number 22 again. With a bit of a fumble there. Yardane gets legged, I thought. Jermaine Miller on
plays
debut.
on.
It's going to be Ryan Vandermeer tries to fend off.
Surely we get one here. Surely Trinity get
Callum
one.
Fowler.
Oh my God, he's missed.
And he's missed it. Jermaine Miller showing his frustration there. Thought he was on for a goal, but just missed it. Callum Fowler. It's disappointing.
So close yet so far. They're slowly pushing as Hutchins get back onto
Kane
the
Ryan
ground.
wants
So
to push up. Kane wants the backs to push up, but they're not listening here.
yeah, want a bit of a
Press, make it congested.
yeah, absolutely.
And
Well
Hockley
done there,
flies
Buckley.
in.
Good tackle as well.
Good touch by Colborne, but good tackle by Hockley there.
Oakley hasn't stopped trying all day. That's one thing for sure.
Doesn't stop trying. He's a very good footballer. Jesse Paul breaks from the contest there. Very ambidextrous on that left foot. Jermaine Miller.
It's Jermaine again. So the Miller boys been
Creative.
they've been showing plenty of X factor. That's for sure. But can they put it on the
gonna
scoreboard here? Can
go
it sneak through? He's claiming it was
through.
touched. I
It's gonna
reckon
be
it might have
touched.
been. Yeah.
Good touch from the backman there, but you'd like to give Trinity a little bit of help there, wouldn't you? It's going to go straight down the guts. That's just undisciplined football there by Trinity, not manning up.
That's Joey crossing with the footy here.
Again,
Spots something he likes. That's Jack Alva. Runs under a little bit though. Dang there. Just
tackle
falling
well there.
over each other a little bit. And the umpire calls the ball up. Right in front of Trinity's coaching box here. Can't be a ridiculous amount of time left in this half. This quarter, sorry. Getting another ball up here right in front of us.
bit of red time called, I think. Just slow the game down, create a contest. Don't let him roll out of the back and score a late one here. Callum Buckley.
Well done again from Buckley.
Good
He's,
tackle from Jaden Passon there. Thought that was almost a drop, but
proving himself in the last few minutes there. Buckley in the ruck. Good to see. It's going to be another ball up here. As Dickinson comes in to lend a hand in the ruck. Coming up against Buckley again. Dickinson wins this one. Can they get it out the back, Westminster?
Passon dives on it, drags it in, but
The ball goes up again.
Callum Buckley, another ruck tap to his advantage. Is good.
Does well. Great pressure here from
Great
Trinity.
tackle, Passon. That's another. Oh, it's going to be called high as fair call.
Just a bit unlucky. A little bit clumsy maybe. And 25 for abuse, I reckon.
It's a recurring story for Aiden Cole.
Bit lippy, is he?
Oh, isn't everyone?
Great spoil.
Spoiled, but it's going to go straight in the hands.
Great
Is
kick.
that Jack? What's his name again?
That was Foster that kicked it, and I reckon it could be
Touch.
Will Thomas. It is Will Thomas. So those two linking up once again. How many times have they done that today?
They have had a lot of the footy in this quarter, and they've been very impressive. See Gus McKenna rolling onto the ground, hoping he can put some aggression into it, create a contest in the middle of the ground. He's going to kick that one.
Yeah, he's kicked that one.
Bruce second today.
That's Foster there kicking that one. He's had some quarter and some game in general, but tell you what, he's got a few mates there in that department in the green and white. There's a few boys.
You can't pick the best on ground. It's hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm going to be giving these Archie thongs to after the game.
Archie thongs.
But apparently they're size 9, so
Size 9, whoever has a size 9 foot.
I reckon Hutchins might be a bit unlucky with his 7 goals to miss out, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Plenty of time left in this game, and the scoreline isn't getting any prettier by.
It's going to be passing in the contest. Well, that's unusual. Never see him in the ground.
Good to see the coaches try a few different things over the margin like this.
5 minutes to go in the quarter. Jesse Paul goes long. No real height. Aiden Lockley has a fly. It's almost mark of the day. Thought Tom was caught high, but
we'll get a ball up
on the 59 of Trinity's forward end.
Right on the 50 numbers there. Beautiful oval out here as well. It's in great condition. I mean, no excuse at the moment. The weather we've had the start of the season's been fantastic, but it's a great deck out here. Umpire says
he's going to get a free kick. I don't know if he has a distance. So
is Vandermeil here?
Yes, this is Vandermeil. Often has a very good goal sense.
Well, your mate Charlie in the first half jinxed one of your teammates, said he won't miss this, and he's kicked it out in the full. So
far out.
Don't jinx him too much, because it might happen again. Runs a long way out.
He struck it well. I reckon that might go through the big. Dang.
There we go. They've got one now.
Dang.
Nice little front and centre there from Dang.
That is his first goal in first 18's footy, I believe, and it's a very nice one.
So that makes it 2 goals for Trinity.
Who kicked the first one?
That's a great question.
Oh,
so long ago.
Yeah.
I should have penciled it in, but get the feeling. Oh, it's escaped me. Can't remember. But it's 2 goals in total for Trinity. 2-5-17. Trailing Westminster's 15-10-100. They've hit the 100 mark now, have Westminster.
Bring up their ton, and it's
before
3
minutes
to go in the third quarter, so it's dangerous. Scoreboard might fall over, it's that lopsided. It's a great tackle from Jesse Paul.
Shadforth isn't happy in the middle of the ground either, with a bit of the treatment he's just received, but didn't see much in it myself. McKenna and Dickinson jump into each other again.
Jesse Paul with his speed. Elite, K9 says. Sydney Vandermeil trying to wrestle his way out. Justin Miller takes the play on.
Great chase.
Great pressure from Yoda.
Fantastic.
He's holding the ball. Oh, the umpire had his whistle in his mouth too.
Well, you get it anyway. Just holding on.
It's going to be Enrique O'Leary here. Look.
Support running past, but
doesn't receive.
Who's he got down the line there?
No one really. Gus McKenna is in at the contest, which is Justin Miller goes for a fly.
That would have been mark of the day. We're getting closer and closer to one of those. We should get a ball up here, though, you'd suspect. Good to see you lads are still having a crack, the Trinity boys.
Hopefully after these grading games we can get some wins under our belt. Grading games are hard, depends what pool you're in, to be honest.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, you're playing these Div 1 schools and it can be hard sometimes, but you got to fight through it.
They're coming away with it once again. Will Thomas.
Yeah.
Leather poisoning.
He would have had 11, 12 touches
this quarter. I reckon he probably had 8 each quarter before this. He's been everywhere.
Passing with the chase down, just too slow.
Green gets a couple of touches there and boots it inside 50.
Bounce forward. Kalen Hewlett having no pressure there.
Brad Jackson first to the footy for Westminster, hands it
off. How far can he run? But it's all right. Fall short, but no, it's going to bounce through.
Been shepherded through, I reckon. Number 14, Zach Zima, has kicked his second for the game, and they've both come this quarter. Had about 5 seconds to do what he wanted there, about 25 from goal, straight in front. There's no surprise it's ended up in a goal.
Yeah, 5 from Westminster's boys have had 11 points in this quarter. It's been total domination.
I really was quite surprised. The first few minutes, I thought this game was going to be a real even contest.
Yeah, sometimes it seems like that from the first bounce, but once they get rolling, it opens itself up, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we go up again. Dickinson.
Vandermeer caught high, I thought.
Yeah, good call from the unofficiating umpire there. He's in the middle of the ground here, Vandermeer. Go long, the Simon will beat him. So, 3/4 time here at Trinity College. Westminster firmly with the upper hand, 16 goals, 10-106.
Very disappointing.
Leading by Trinity's 2 goals, 5-17. So we're going to go into a quick break and we'll come back with the final term of play after that. back for the last quarter of footy out here at Trinity College as the sun starts to set on what is not the closest contest I've ever called in my life. It's an 89-point margin. Westminster 16-10-106 to Trinity 2-5-17 as the horn blows and Malik throws the ball up in the middle of the ground. Dickinson with another hit out. Hockley first to it though, gets the hands out. Westminster will come away with the clearance.
Laurie, good hands there. Enrique can't hold on to it. It's going to be another great tackle, Ollie. It's good passage of play from him.
Good to see the Trinity lads still barreling in, and a couple of second efforts and strong tackles, even though the margin is too far to come back now, obviously.
Sits on Westminster's forward 50, and they're going to give a free kick away for pushing it back on Gus McKenna.
Probably there, but a bit unlucky. Ruck contest like that.
Can't hold the mark there, Hutchins. It's going to throw. Going Lucas Laurie's way. Looking for the switch is AJ, but not going to get it.
Nice kick.
Hockley juggles it.
So on the second grab, Hockley takes it. Not sure where to go now, so he just elects to go sideways there.
To the middle. The left foot out wide. Don't want to get stuck out there against Kalen. But it's going to be a stagnant kick to Mason Don't. Picks it up. Going to have a run, a roll around onto his left.
Once again, Westminster just cleaning up.
Intercept marks all day today.
Absolutely.
Good spoil from Enrique. 8 Coleman on the rove. Callum Buckley has a fumble and it's not going to go out of bounds, but very close.
So we've got a ball up out on the far side there. Up they go again. Dickinson, uncontested, wins the hit out.
Tackle from Gus McKenna.
Goes inside Westminster's forward 50. Hutchins is there. Spoiled well though.
Ben Nerner picks that ball up, tries to get the quick hands, drops it. Fend off from their 22. Gonna roll around.
Hutchins is in a 2-on-1 here, but he gets first to the footy.
Looks like he's just walking out there around those players. It's going to be a right
That's
foot
goal.
banana to go through this big sticks.
No,
Very
it's
nice
not.
goal.
So he's calling a point, I reckon.
Ah, I thought it was a game.
I thought it was a goal as well. I think those shadows over there are a bit deceptive, but
Scully with a kick out. He's going to come long to the short players on this side. Who's going to fly? I think it'll be Justin Miller. Oh, he goes up for it.
Yeah, I
it was
reckon.
Insufficient attempt or something like that.
I
Pushing
reckon,
it
I reckon he got pushed under it though. Probably a bit unlucky there, but
He's going to go centre of it. He's going to float it from side. Can't take the mark.
Yeah.
Business J rebound football. It's going to be Jay passing in a one-on-one. Too slow to the footy. Both fall to ground.
ball just in and right in front of us. Just
Yeah, dang. Big tackle from
pulling
Tom
along the
Lewis.
line.
Great
Great tackle.
Get into him, Tom. Love that. Ball's going to go up straight in front of us here. Prime position.
Absolutely. So McKenna comes in. So jump in for Dickinson here. Even contest in the ruck. It's down at ground level now. Dang with the footy. Few boys on hands and knees here. Dang fighting once again.
Aiden Cole went out of that contest. Thanks to Laurie. Fumbles, lace tackle.
Jackson's going to come away with it. Hands over to Alva.
Sling there.
Yeah, it's going to be paid as well.
Pulled back.
Holding your shoulder a bit there, Alva, but doesn't look too much discomfort. And that's the rule in school footy, isn't it? So it's a dangerous tackle. It's 25 as well, by the looks. Well, that's what's been happening today at least. So might just be what's going on today. I'm not sure.
It's going to be Lewis Green to line up. Kick it from 45. He's hooked it. I don't think it's going to get there.
Bit of a tired looking kick, that one. Went right back on that. But how many times today? I think he's missed it.
Missed it. Elliot Sandercock has missed it right in front.
Trinity just struggling to kill that footy and take it over.
Good pressure from today though. Good pressure in this last quarter so far. Probably should have had 2 goals kicked, but it's alright. We're called holding the ball. It's going to be Lucas Laurie's ball here. Very skillful player in his second game, but slapping it up. It's going to be a short one, but it's going to go over the boundary.
It's going to be thrown in, is it?
I think so.
Last touch raw, but it always causes a bit of confusion.
Bit of grey area there.
Yeah, that's right. Just throw it in. So the ball gets thrown in. McKenna wins the hit out to advantage, but they're claiming that's touched.
Fall.
I think he's kicked it. I reckon he kicked it into someone's back, and it's
maybe
going out that direction. So we got another boundary throw in. In it comes McKenna with another hit out to advantage there.
Justin
2
Miller
in a
with
row.
the pace.
Good kick as well. Who's got the leg speed?
Jesse Paul has the leg speed.
Overran
but
a little bit.
Too fast for himself there, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's going to be Gus McKenna's going to have to fly for this one. He's going to go over the back. Alva diving in there, taking big tackle from Alva. Justin Miller fends off.
Max Robertson here. Over to Jackson.
He's going to dance through a
Thomas
couple here.
again. Over to Foster. The same two, kicking it to each other all day
Alva
long.
again with another handball.
So yeah, over to Justin
Miller. He's had a good last quarter to start. Alva with another handball. It's going to be a turnover though. Max Scollier running out of that back pocket.
Yeah, what's that one? Is that a handball? So is that last touch?
I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon it is.
Last touch is going to go into the middle.
Green again.
Lewis Green. Short kick to Hutchinson, who's screwed.
Jackson here, surrounded by red Guernseys. Just said the exact same thing at the same time. And he ends up with a footy again, but gets tackled. He's not happy either. And he's just tripped over himself.
Bit sore maybe. No, he's up and out. He's good. He's going to go up. Gus McKenna is going to fly. Great tap from him. It's going to be over the shoulder on Aiden Coburn.
Bit unlucky. Not a huge deal he could really do, but...
He's given a fair bit away today though, Aiden. He's not his best game. Is he going to line up for goal? Is he going to try and kick it from 55 here? Jack
ends off to Robertson. Looks like he's got a thumping leg on him. You'd imagine so. He's a big, solid lad. No one can take the mark. But at ground level, Westminster have been dangerous. Sandercock claiming it's touched. I think it's a point anyway. So another point. I think that's 30 scoring shots now for Westminster to 7 from Trinity.
30 scoring shots to 7. Wow. Disappointing.
Let's take Wilcox with the footy in the back pocket.
Switches it back in the middle. Max Scollier had a fair bit of footy today. A lot of kick-outs, but he's had his hands on it.
It's another nice kick there.
Ryan Vandermeil finds himself in space and will go. It's a nice kick to Aiden Hockley. He's going to fumble. I think it's a very nice kick from Robertson. Straight to Matt Day's hands.
He's been alright today, I thought, Mason Dunn.
He battles every week. He gets the best forward every week, so he has a hard job, but he does it.
Not an easy job, especially in a team where you're coming up against opposition week after week, tall forwards that are trying to get drafted.
Yeah, grading games,
You come up every week, all right, who have I got to play on this week?
Yeah, BR Dang's going to try and switch it. It's going to be into Aiden Colborne takes mark. Ben Myrna wants it out on the wing. It's going to be a 2-on-1. He's going to sit and wait for it. It's going to be the number 8 Qualiman in. It's a big bump from Max Scollier to the number 7. He's given a lot of effort today, Max Scollier.
Hold the ball, apparently.
Given holding the ball there. It's a bit rough. He's given a bit of lit, but he'll stand the mark. It's going to be a spoil for Max Scollier. A smother. Jaden Passon, big tackle. He's brushed off 2. Gus McKenna.
Big Gussie, good shepherd as well, but the ball just couldn't be taken clean. So we're going to have a ball up here, right in front of Trinity's coach's box once again. Coming to the pointy end of the game. Few sore, tired lads. I'm sure they won't be complaining when the whistle goes. The final siren, rather. Jackson.
Good tackle from Gus McKenna there.
Tell you what, Jackson's been in and under all day, bullocking, doing a lot of A lot of contested work. He's complaining to the umpire, and the umpire's not having it.
Gus McKenna flies, goes for the big punch, and Collingwood just slaps it on the boot. It's going to go through. Howard Thorpe tries to make contest, just out-bodied there. Spread from Westminster there is elite football, but it's a shocking kick and a shocking attempt at the mark.
It'll end up going over for a boundary throw-in on the 50 arc now for Westminster. Robertson's been playing just about by himself all day. He's got a player now, but he's floated off really well today.
Played that floating roll, that intercept mark and roll, just run off half back, and that's going to be Alva, who's going to kick a lovely goal just to top off his day.
That's the goal of the game for me. Alva.
Just to top off his day of having a lot of the footy. And I think, is that his second today, or is that his first? It's going to be his...
I reckon that's his first for today.
It's going to be his first.
He kicked one last week as well. About 10 minutes.
10 minutes gone.
10 minutes gone in the last.
Alva, what a star. I mean, what's he going to do after footy? You don't know, is he going to get drafted or?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but
Got a lot of talent.
He looks like he could be anything.
Yeah, 100%.
The ball's back in the middle now.
Got the rotation midfield in there, Trinity, to see what they can do, see if they can provide a bit of life. Gus McKenna down. It's going to be Westminster with first hands on football. Jesse Poole shorts pulled there.
Just getting the pants pulled.
Hockley's going to turn on the Jets, roll around. It's going to be all green jerseys around there. It looks like a 2-on-3. Howard gives a great handball to Aiden Hockley.
There it is. No, it's not.
It's hit the post. Oh, you're kidding. Aiden Hockley's had his hands all over it today and can't finish on that one. Jaden passing in no man's land. But it's going to go out of the defensive 50.
Through the hands of Miller there.
And Lucas Laurie drops it.
Get
It's
a
going to
free
get pulled
kick.
in the back. It's a left footer. It's going to be...
He's just kicked it straight down.
Oh,
His
I
throat
thought
there.
he needed to get pulled back. That's right. They're going to go back. They're looking for the switch. Number 15's out.
Oh, that's
a
some
lovely kick. He's
That's
going to
Max
roll back
Robertson
onto the
again.
footy. Great pressure by Aiden Colborne there. It's going to be an inside handball. Turn it around. That's holding the ball.
Did kick it, but just took a little bit too long there, the big fella, didn't he? He's a handball to a ruckman, they say
O'Leary
that
Chen,
a lot.
how close can he be to the mark? But it's going to be
Nice kick as well.
Ryan Vandermeer, very well weighted kick there.
He's got a fair bit of the footy today in the end.
Yeah, he finds the ball very well, Vanders. It's going to be passing on the
as well.
fat side. He's going to drop the mark. He's going to turn. What's he going to try and do? He's going to try and chip it just over the top.
Just another one there.
Max Robin, no.
Just over the top, a little bit too far, and just another intercept for Westminster. Just
Good
frustrating to
tackle
watch.
by AJ there. Trinity look like they're sitting out the back here, not really manning up. Let's see how that works for them. It's going to be Gus McGinn to take it out of the ruck, get some ball stripped from him. That's Alva again, another inside handball. Wow, he's had the hands on the ball today.
It's gone out the back. Ooh,
It's going to be Mason Don't. Great handball to AJ. He's going to take some run. Good kick out of defence. It's going to be intercepted by the Westminster. And Alva,
Just
Just-
an unlucky little bounce there, but
it's probably the only thing he's done wrong. Alva again.
someone's down.
Cramp.
Trinity boy helping him with cramp. I'm not
Oh
sure.
no, that's
what
not
I'd be
Trinity
doing.
boy.
No,
Is it-
Trinity boy was helping
Oh,
him
was
with
he?
the cramp.
Far out. What are
before
you doing?
I'm not sure I'd be doing
Player
that.
free. Kalen Hewlett's got a punch here. I think it's going to be called for us just to stop here while he's
I
getting
reckon
his
it's a
cramp
free kick
rubbed
for
out.
Westminster, I think.
Is it? Oh. He's giving the play on. He's giving the handball. He's hooked it to the inside of that left goal post.
This thing is Brad Jackson down on the ground with cramp. Credit. I'll give him a bit of slack because
He's
he's
done
been
a lot of
everywhere.
hard work today. All
But,
over the ground.
Maybe a little bit of mayo just still laying down there. Unless he's actually torn his hammy off the bone, but they wouldn't be stretching it.
Surely not.
Try and get him off if they can and just
Take Wilcox in the back pocket
put
there.
it on ice. But he looks like he's in absolute agony over there.
We're going to chip it around here, Trinity. Just stat padding, I reckon.
Yeah.
Tate Wilcox again, his second disposal in this play. It's going to be Callum Fowler's leading up for the ball. It's not going to go to him. It's going to be Ben Murner.
Looks a bit of play here.
Slowing it down, taking Westminster's speed out of the ball.
Problem is they just get stuck when they do this unit and they have to go.
Tom Lewis has got a fly here. It's a
Does
good
well.
mark. It's close to mark of the day. It's going to go across to Callum Fowler. Good hold from Chook. It's going to be a handball. Alva's going to chase him down. Passon's going to step through one. Going to get a big leg down the ground. It's going to be Rig with a 38. Don't have his number on there.
It's Dickinson.
Dickinson.
Got it right there.
Turn. Cannot see. Passon diving spoil. It's going to be Ethan Natale. Natale doesn't know where he's going. Max with a touch. Going to get a run on here. Bit of rebound footy. Mason don't with a shoulder in his back. But
That's Shadforth down there. Whistle gets blown.
it's going to be
for a
called
throw.
throw. Mason Don't's going to get it. They're looking for the switch. Laurie wants it on the far side. I don't think he can kick that far. So he's going to go down the line, Mason, and it's going to be straight to a Westminster player who's spoiled his own teammate there. Jesse Paul with the quick hands to Hockley, who's had a fair share of it. Big Callum Buckley, who was good in that third quarter.
It's a little bit slow to release it down to the boot there and Sandercock.
So I mean, Mason Don't takes a
Well done.
tries to take
Didn't
a big
mark it, but he did well there, just keep it in front of him.
What a leg from Lucas Laurie.
Quick.
Hockley's going to kick to Vanders, who's got a bit of space to run into. It's going to be Justin Miller. What can he
Right,
cook up
here
around
come.
he cook
come
up
on.
around the contest? That's what he
Oh,
does
that's
week
the
in,
goal.
week out.
That's the goal of the game.
Yeah, he does that week in, week out. Works his way around the contest and kicks very nice snags.
Oh, is that Justin?
That is Justin. It's a very nice goal. Works his way through three players there, I reckon. Gets it on the left boot, the favoured left boot, and kicks a snag. Doesn't make the scoreboard look any better. It's 18 to 117 here, Westminster's way, as we see. 24, sorry. As we see Brad Jackson walk in front of us, looking a little bit sore there. Callum Buckley and Alva just running through, gets caught high by Aiden Colburn again. Imagine how many calls he's had against him here today. Alva, another lovely kick out to Foster, who's going to go deep inside 50 to big spoil by Kalen Hewlett there. It's going to be a touch, and Tate Wilcox tries to make his way through the crowd. Gets it over the line for a boundary throw in. As we see a boundary throw in as in Westminster's right pocket here.
Got about 7 minutes left in the game today.
Not too long. Let's hope Trinity can kick another couple and win this quarter for good. It's going to be Alva. If he kicks that, he's kicked it. That is a freak goal. I reckon that takes goal of the day by a mile.
Just about.
He has
He's
summed
got
up
it
his
back.
day with that. Wow. Wowza.
I've got some scribbles on my sheet here because it's they've been saving the best goals till last.
Tim
That's
Alva has
absolute-
had an absolute afternoon here today, taking the mickey out of the Trinity College Football Club. Look to see him up in the higher ranks soon enough.
Absolutely. I reckon he's had about
Yeah,
35 and
35
exceptional
ripper
goals. He's going to be my
Max
best on
Scollier's
today.
gone to him now. I don't think he's been on him all day. Let's see what he can do. Just stand arm across. Stand arm across. Don't let him get any of the footy, Max.
You got 5 minutes to do it.
5 minutes. Callum Buckley loses the tap there. It's going to spill out the front of the contest. Biardang tracking down. Oh, he just drops it there. Colborne works his way through one. It's going to be Lucas Laurie on the back of the pack. Gives the handball to Max, who's in hop shoot.
Oh, great kick.
Very good kick to
Oh,
Jaden
cool.
Passon, and Tom Lewis almost gets his head taken off.
Some cramp there again.
Yeah, he always cramps. Passing. He's going to try and go long.
Go now.
It's going to be 25. Pull him off.
Now he's got to. That's probably the worst possible scenario for him. He's got to run 25 metres.
Does he have to take the kick?
I don't think he does.
Hockley's going to go long. 27 tries to get a touch in there, but it's going to be an uncontested mark there, I think. Jesse Paul didn't really put a hand up. Very good spoil from Tate Wilcox there, and another tackle.
Great effort
Second
there
effort.
from Tate. I think he's been pretty honest as well today.
Yes. Jaden Parsons struggling with cramps right in front of us here. He's a Williston boy, born and bred. Hockley gets caught there in the tackle. Tom Lewis, exit. Enrique's going to get the clearance. It's going to be Justin Miller. See what work. Oh, he's going to fumble.
He's going to pay holding the ball there.
He's going to pay holding the ball. It's going to be Justin Miller. I don't know if it's in his range. He looks to go short, but pulls back. Justin Miller looks like he's going to try and go all the way. I think it's not going to make it. It's going to go on the fall here. It's going to go on the fall. And
Won't be too long left now.
surely not.
Put all the boys out of their misery. I think Westminster would equally want this to be over as soon as Trinity, to be honest. Don't want any injuries now.
No.
All the boys.
It's going to be short, sharp play in the back lines of Westminster here, and it's going to be a handball, and they're going to go short to... That's a very good mark. Lewis Green.
He's had a good game as well.
Been very solid today.
Short 45, doesn't find the target. Justin Miller off the
Hockley
deck.
on pursuit. He's going to turn back around. It's going to be Tom Lewis. Has a good goal sense. Is it going to sneak through? It is.
Yep,
It's going to be a goal.
paid up.
Tom Lewis. Nice goal from Tom Lewis there.
So he's kicked two,
Ah,
has he?
I think so.
No. He did take a nice mark though.
No, it wasn't.
He's had a decent day as well.
He's decent every day. He's very, very clean footballer, Tom.
So on the Sportal scoreboard, can't be too long to go. Westminster 18-15, 123.
3 minutes to go.
Leading Trinity's 4-6-30. That's on the Sportal scoreboard. So I reckon best on ground, probably unanimous for both of us. You'd have to say Tim Alva,
Yeah.
along with the goal of the day as well. So he's
Yeah.
had an absolute day out. He's going to get the size 9 Archie songs.
Size 9 Archie songs. I
Let's
mean,
hope he can squeeze into him. He might be a chance.
Patrick Hutchins hasn't really had much after the start of the third quarter. I mean, it's pretty harsh on him. He's kicked 7, but I think...
But in fairness,
Yeah.
they have got it down there to him now numerous times. I reckon this might kick.
Tom Lewis clean out of the contest. Max Scollier is going to go on his left, unfavoured side. It's going to be... He's been good today, that number 35. Couple inset marks, run off half-back and even through the middle. It's going to be a very nice kick to the number 7 in Natal.
There's Green again.
Green.
Chad Forth.
Chad Forth, he's going to turn around.
Ball out.
Natal. It's going to be a
Great
great
tackle.
tackle. Is it at Aiden Colborne? Probably the only one he hasn't got given high today. And Lucas Laurie looks to be free, but not moving. It's going to be Tate Wilcox. Another good day for him today.
Kenner's calling for it down the line. Not going to go to him.
Short. It's going to go over the line.
Andrew throw in.
Boundary throw in it is.
There it goes up. Dickinson with the hit out. Been pretty impressive for Westminster as well today. That's not to...
Ben Murner with a tap. I thought that was a bit unwarranted. Tate Wilcox fights through the tackle. It's going to be the umpire's ball and a throw in with 45 seconds to go.
Tell you what, we're talking a lot about Alva and Hutchins and some of those lads, but there's got to be a few honourable mentions as well.
Yeah,
Probably
has
an
to be.
all played well for Westminster today.
I think everyone's had a fair... Everyone would have had 10, 15 touches today for Westminster's side.
When you're winning by 15 goals,
Yeah.
it's hard to have too many passengers, you'd think. But approaching the end of the game here, Hockley just tried to break through too many in the end.
He's done a lot today. He's fought hard all day. Time wasting? No, I'm joking. It's going to be Will Thomas. He's been impressive today.
He's been great as well. Kicks inside.
23. We don't have him on our board.
He's not on our board. He's going to be the last bloke that touches it. So
he's going to be the last bloke to touch it.
The siren goes.
The siren.
This is to make it.
This is going to kick the goal.
This will make it a 99-point margin if he kicks this.
99-point margin. Come on, don't kick it.
So, in he comes. They've got out the way for us, which is nice of him.
Looks
he's
lovely off
That's a beautiful kick.
Lovely off the boot.
Westminster boys will love it. So, I'm going to try and go grab Tim Alver if I get the chance. But, Cameron, thank you very much for some second half expert comments. They've been fantastic, mate.
Beautiful.
Really appreciate it. And
thank you to Charlie Scollier for doing the first half.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go over, try and grab Tim out and bring him over for an interview. We'll be back in a minute.
Timmy, smile for the camera. Oh, Timmy, mate, you wouldn't be able to start your own shop with all these songs you're getting.
All right, so we're down on the boundary line with the best on ground, Timmy Alver. Absolute leather poisoning today, mate, and 2 exceptional goals. There's your Archie Thongs for best on ground. How do you see the game today?
No, it was a great game. I thought Trinity tried well. They were full quarter effort, so they did really well, and our boys did really well. We got it forward, kicked a few goals, and had a good fun time.
Absolutely. Well, a 99-point margin in the end. I thought your rebound was exceptional, and you had a few lads in that department that were good as well. But the way you guys rebounded today, is that something you've been working on so far this year?
Yeah, definitely. At training, we work on getting the ball from the back half and just trying to get it as far forward as we can, because we've got a few big boys down there, so we get it deep to them. They'll get on the end of it, really. So, yeah, it's good.
Well, I'll let you go, mate, because those boys look like they want to run into the rooms and sing the song with you. But congratulations on the best on ground, mate. Cheers.
For the Archie's Thongs, but not to forget his goal of the day as well, which was brought to you by Filming Footy. That was late in the game, and also for Trinity, a bit of a positive moment there was Tom Lewis with his Dartfish mark of the day as well. So thanks to all our sponsors today: Filming Footy, Archie's Thongs, Dartfish Sports Interactive, and Sportal. Tim Alver, obviously the best player that we've seen today, but plenty of good players out there for Westminster. Hutchins with an absolute handful of goals. He was a handful in himself. Some exceptional players out there, but although it was a big 99-point margin, I thought it was a decent contest from Trinity, and they still brought the heat. But thanks to everyone that made this call happen today. Producers, cameramen, and special thanks to the lads that helped commentate. They made my job easy today, and George Gregory, who helped out the Trinity Sports Director. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
I need a 10-cent coin. So I can take this off the camera.